Okay, so now one more small topic we'll discuss on series and then close it. Okay, say for example, now I'm planning because we are creating so far. Say this is already employee, assume that employee salaries, just assume that, and then assume that you already have employee names. Okay, so what I can do, I can create a dictionary. Say currently what I am doing is I'm trying to create a dictionary. So far I have created only series with one column, one array, and I have created an index manually or added it along with the list by mentioning index equal to something. So this time I'm going to do some data, like, whenever I give this bracket, it is going to be data dictionary. So I'll say that a and value equal to 0, and then b, just it is a dictionary, a 0, b 1, c, it is a comma here, 2. Yeah, for now we're good. And if you look at D will be a dictionary type. So it is a dictionary. We can also create a series. Okay, I'll just creating a series again. So when you create a dictionary, so automatically the first values are taken as your series, index, and second values are taken as your values. So we have A, 0, B, and C. Okay, now I'll try to give again index for this one. Not required actually, but I'm trying to give an index. So D already have index, and then again I'm trying to give index. Is something. Let's try to understand. So previously, D was created with A, B, C and 0, 1, 2, and A, B, C is a index, 0, 1, 2 is created. And now, when I create an index, like explicitly by mentioning the index A, B, D, because it already has it. So A, B, C already have inside, and now I explicitly mention index A, B, D again here. Now you can see this has taken A, B, D. Okay, index, okay, is taken as A, B, D, and A value you can see A is a 0, 0, B is 1, 1, and we have a C here. Okay, but in your index you have not mentioned C, so the C is missing here, and D, you have mentioned D here in index, but there is no value. So D is showing as a N. So whenever you are, this is another type of, maybe just for your understanding sake, when there is a dictionary and first, because always dictionary is a key and value pair, right? Key and value, key value, key value. All keys of the dictionary will be taken as a index and all values will be taken as a item, your real values. So if you just simply use that, fine. But if you try to manually mention index on top of the data frame, so then it will try to match whatever values are available for this particular index over here. Okay, and then it will try to display only those values, and if anything not available, for these index values, then it will show in end. Say by mistake, if I do this, so index 1, 2, 3 is taken, but in D we don't have any index value with 1, 2, 3. So all 1, 2, 3 is displayed and all are blank. So this is another type of simply playing around with your indexes and then data frames when you are exclusively using it. Otherwise, it is very common. And also you can use, okay, name also. Okay, say for example, currently we have used index, right? And similarly index to this, and there is a name also. Say how I do it, let's say pd dot series. One second. Yeah, sorry. PD dot series. I think we have that random piece. So this will create some series we already know. So for this, now you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index, we already know it, how to mention. Currently, there is no index given, so it is taken 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now currently 0, all these values are there. And now I am giving, okay, so now this name as call name, right? So name is taken as a column name. So this column name is taken as a column name. And if you want to again specify index also, you can specify. We have total 5. Sorry. So index taken from here A, B, D. Sorry, I think I could have been C. There is no intent. It's not intentional. It is just a mistake. A, B, C, D. A, B. I think I need to run it. A, B, C, D, E. And then these are the values and name is called column. And if I say S2 dot, It will pick up everything from there. So these are the maximum what you can do with the series. maximum, because our data will be mostly on top of the only multi-dimensional array values. But a couple of examples, maybe for interview purpose, these are the things you can see. Okay, any questions? Okay, so now we'll move on to actual data frame. So series is something we have discussed just now, and now we can discuss about the data frame. So in the data frame, maybe mostly if you take big data or any other technology world, right? So data frame is a very common word, but actually that is derived from pandas only, pandas data frame. So it is a multi-dimensional array of the data values in a simple one-liner if you want to understand it. And now currently all whatever we have discussed are single dimensional series, and we have an index and then we have only one value. We can search the value using the index and everything, whatever we discussed so far. But right now I try to create a data frame with the real values like how we generally use it. So I'm just trying to create one list. We already have it. Let me take from. So now we have again, this is also one of the way of patching it up, because if I have a data in a CSV file, I can directly create a data from there. But right now we are trying to look at the different ways. Maybe in a long run, you should be in a position to know how we can create data frames. What are the ways we have it? So currently we have three values here, three list values here. One is a prod. This is a product. You can imagine that is a product or some item. So this is a count. So how many count of the products and what is the revenue of the product? So assume that in Excel, these are the three columns. One column, two column, three column. There are the three columns here. Now I want to create a data frame on top of it. If you remember, I think last class we created something. I can have directly mentioned it. So there are two ways I can create it. Not two, there are multiple ways. So one of the way how I can create the data frame is that by creating, let's say now I can create a dictionary. I'm giving name as data dictionary always will go like this. So I'm just saying prod because I'm just looking that this is a prod name. So what are the prod name values? Okay, prod is a list we have given, right? So this is a prod name, it is a column name, and this is a prod. What this is a list, these are the values. Similarly, I have a count. What is a count? It is a name actually. And then what do we have? Count. So difference is this count is I am typing for the column name purpose. This is the count is a list here. For your understanding, I can say product count so that you will not confuse count versus count. Now product revenue. Okay, so this is the dictionary. So this is a dictionary of dictionary means always key and value. If you take data dict in a normal, again, if you go back to normal for Python, right? Keys. So the first column is the product name, product count, product revenues, keys, and values. These are all this all coming as a values. So if I want to create a data frame, pd dot data frame. So currently this first data frame I'm going to create using a data dictionary. So data dict is a name, a variable name here, but it is actually a dictionary. So when I run it, you can see it is showing as product name, product count, product revenue. We got three, these are the three columns. So in case if you don't have a file and if you want to quickly create a data frame and play around with everything, okay, you can do this. So pd dot data frame data dictionary. So this is one way of creating a data dictionary. See other way of creating a data dictionary. So this I'll give you name as df1. So other way of creating a data dictionary is, so we have three variables. What are those? Prod, count, revenue. So in previous method, I have created a dictionary using three variables. Where it is? Then I have created a data frame using dictionary. So currently I am planning to use, say, let's say, let me give you directly this, what happens. Should I give this as a TF2? So DF2, we got error. since definitely it is not going to allow because it doesn't know understand the structure. Now I just created as a list again now, and let me see df2. Now you can see the change. When you have three columns and three are list values, product, count, revenue. So this is my actual expected result, but this is something showing in a different way. So because you made as a list, okay, first value, apple, banana went as a list, second and third. In case you have data in this format, you can do it very easily because it will save a lot. But it is not a right way. But if your data is in this way and it is expected to present this way, it is fine. So now we are creating a data dictionary. This is another way. And now I'm going to use it in a different way. So there is a command or function called zip in Python. Okay, so you can create whenever you are in this situation, if you have list of values or list and they need to be represented this way, then you can create a zip and then create a data frame. Apple, banana, orange. See, apple, banana, orange. 1000, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 9, 1000, 2000. So when you create a zip, if it is a dictionary, perfectly everything coming with the names and all. Why in dictionary we have keys as column names and values as values. But here data frame created using only some list of values and it doesn't know what is the name for each and everything. So that's why the names are currently showing only 0, 1, 2. It is taken default. So always in case if you could arrange data into data frame, sorry, dictionary, it will get everything. Okay, in this case, if I want to, since like my values are here and since it doesn't have to interpret what is the name and all that. So now here I can specify column names using columns or calls. There are multiple different methods. Okay, but before that, okay, when you are creating a data frame, right? And always you need to have a fixed structure and it was since we are doing a practice like adding these columns, that columns and all that. But whenever you are trying to create a data frame and you try to have your fixed names. So if you could prepare the data in this format, your life is easy. Otherwise, now you need to do in a way this, let's say now I say columns. And whatever columns we mentioned here, three columns. Okay, again it might be some temporary. Okay, so always you can say, you can mention your columns of your own choice. So here 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. And zip you can mention as how you want it. So zip we have already. Z1 is a zip here. Okay, so now once we have, and also the other third way is we can also create data frame on top of the CSV. That is what our ultimate goal. But by hook or crook, you created a data frame, because ultimately, if you want to do some analysis on your data, you need to first create a data frame. So once you create a data frame, you can feel like it is your table, and then you can start. So let me, so I have some ready-made data. I'm just let me search. So we have employee number, employee name, salary, and let's say what I am trying to do is I'm just trying to create a data frame of what I'm looking here. ADF. Okay, you can see DFEMP. So now columns EMP number, enum. So this is all your data you mentioned, and all the names are given over here. So with this, what are we going to do? If you see DFEMP, so rather than you reading the data from a input CSV, and you can prepare, you can keep one time this, and then you can start analyzing it. And but mostly we will read data from CSV only in the real time. But for practice, if you have this one handmade data. So then you can do so many things. So what are the advantages, or what are we going to do? You can feel like it is your table. And then I can do slicing and dicing operation. So now I said D5 0 and colon 2. Okay, now when I say 0, right? It is a slicing operation. Okay, DFEMP. It is our data frame. And then when I try to run it, you can see 0, comma 2. And when I try to put 0 and 1, 0, and then the list of number of values, how many you need it. If I say 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to 1 and 4, starting from 1, okay, and then your values up to getting 4. Means 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth value. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your fourth value. So you are getting, you mentioned, you told that this operation, whatever I am mentioning over here, so this is going to happen on the index. Now 1, 2, 4. Who is the one here? Alan. And up to how many values? The fourth one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You are getting Jones here. So always it is going to play around on the index value of your data frame when you do this one. Okay, say for example, now let me search 1. Okay, we don't have anything here because it won't support the searching of this operation. I'll tell you why and how to use this also we can discuss. So currently, if I say 1 to 7, up to range we are getting the value here. The other side, when you use this combination, so one way mostly now there is, if you look at this one, right, it is not really helping here because you're trying to get the values from the index, okay, from one position to other position, that is fine, but it is not really helping you because mostly when you have a table or a data frame, you will be expecting the values to show like a table. You want to write a filter condition, like a where condition. You want to display only few columns. All those things you want it. Say now, I'm saying 0, okay, and they're leaving it. So you are getting all the values. So this is going to play around with index. Now, in the second slice operation, you can mention what columns you want it. And now in case you want the search to be done on employee number. Okay, so what you can do, you can create employee number as an index. There is nothing wrong in this. You can also create employee number as index. But first one will filter, search the range in your index only. The second one is going to talk about your column names. So whenever you give more than one column name, you need to supply in the form of list. E name, this one bracket is missing. Not exactly SQL, but is a SQL kind of a simulation. And similarly, how I am going to directly put this slice and slice operation. So there are different other methods like location, iLocation, and then directly applying a filter. Like I want to find out department number 30 values, and I want to find out NL values. So many, all you try to imagine what we can do in SQL, and all that I want to do over here on the data frame. Data frame is supported. So what are the various other options we have on the exclusively data frame, and we'll see tomorrow.